Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the finest Dawn of War unification casts this side of East Yorkshire. And today we've got a 1 vs 1 on Titan's Fall. Playing as the Blood Angels, we've got Mr. Blue Dude, and his adversary today, playing as the Force of Chaos, we have got Huntington. Huntington will be going for Double Cultist, Heretic, Plasma Generator, and a Chaos Temple, whereas the Blood Angels will be opening up with double, what are you called, Assault Scout Squads, a Machine Helot, and a Progenitor Barracks. So a little bit of housekeeping before we get involved in the game today. I've been playing around with the recording settings just to see if I can increase the overall video quality of these casts. It turns out that I've been recording all my games in 30 frames per second. So I've upgraded it to 60 frames per second just to see if that improves stuff. I don't know if it reflects in the YouTube videos. Please do let us know if it improves the old video quality, because that'd just be nice and stuff. Anyway, these assault squads, I do quite like the voice acting. I don't know if you can hear them, but
show me a path.
I do quite like it.
Emperor's Throne.
Emperor's Throne, my goodness, they're very American. Hoorah, local Marines, would you like some biscuits with your coffee? Or whatever it is Americans eat with their coffee, I have no idea. Anyway, Chaos Lord and some Chaos Space Marines on the way out, going to be moving towards the centre of this location while that Chaos Lord is cooking. We do have Captain Tyker, leader of the third company, if I'm not mistaken, as well as some tactical marines coming out as everyone just captures their bits and bobs around the map. Any interesting map? Any banners going on? Do I have a skull with some horns? Makes me think of the Doom demons. Or is it the demon from Dungeon Keeper? I'm not entirely sure. Interesting things about the Blood Angels. They can have a choice between going through two branching technology paths. I think it's they go for the Might of Sanguinius or the Wings of Sanguinius, which they do certain things. Might, obviously, I do believe, goes for lots of damage, lots of big units and whatnot, whereas the Wings go for primarily fast and furious techniques. Loving the abs on Captain Tyker. Clearly been going to the gym. Assault Scout Squad over here being pegged by these cultists. We'll want to keep away from them just for the moment, just going for those decaps and being a general pain in the backside. Chaos Lord now out as Captain Tyker and the lads see these Chaos Space Marines trying to capture this critical location. Captain Tyker doing a mean bit of damage at the range, taking out one model, taking out two models in fact, before this Chaos Lord is able to engage in close combat. The interesting thing about this Chaos Lord is that every time you recruit him in the game, he does look a little bit different, just to add to a different kind of flavour, which I do quite like. Captain Tyker resistant from his gene seed defect. All Blood Angels are quite prone to feeling the bloodlust when they get involved in close combat. I do believe it increases their overall damage, but makes you lose control over them for a small amount of time. But they don't mind a bit of a scrap. Punching people in the old chin. Cultists will see these assault scout squads over yonder trying to capture this critical location, but they will be not having a single moment of it. Captain Tyker over here. Looks like he got a full squad wipe over there, riding solo. With his golden mask and tactical eyes are blazing. And the Blood Angels do look like they are on the assault. These regular old Chaos Space Marines on the Chaos Lord is not wanting to get involved in that at the moment. More Chaos Space Marines to replace their fallen comrades. As what's going on over here? Yeah, the cultists are capturing this critical location over yonder. Do not think that the cultists have managed to deny this critical location, but have not managed to stop the assault squads as these guys just slice and dice, turning these cultists into the mincest of meats.
Revile the orc.
80 blue money and 10 green money compared to 74 and 10. So they have been denied this strategic point for quite some time now, and the Blood Angels have managed to capture their one over on their natural side. These guys will continue to charge into close combat. Though the Chaos Marines aren't too shabby in close combat themselves, actually do more damage in melee than they do at range. Don't want to anger the Blood Angels and proc their blood rage. But outnumbered, will be chased all the way back home, or at least somewhere close to home. Anything crazy going to go on? They have gone for their Sanguine Armory. So expect some big upgrades from these boys at some point in the near future. Sanguine Armory also lets the Blood Angels get some bigger units from research. They're able to research getting Devastators. Do believe they're also able to get their veteran squads once that Sanguine Armory is up and running. These guys are going to run into the protective firing position of this listing post. Chaos Space Marines not wanting to tussle with that hustle will leave them to it. Salt Scout Squad's finally capturing this critical location over here, which is a thing. Space Marines of the Chaos variety going for their tier 2 now. It all goes relatively quiet as everyone just saves up their money for bigger toys to play with later on down the line. Sanguine Army finishing, and some veterans will be seeing what impacts they can have on the battlefield. Very good against infantry and melee, infantry and heavy infantry alike. Primarily a melee unit. Then again, this tactical squad up against a good amount of Chaos Space Marines. No heavy weaponries on these guys at the moment, but still able to whittle these guys. Not killing many models, but reducing them to relatively low health. There we go, it's a veteran squad on the field. I do love their running animation. It's very manic. Got little pistols with, well, they're like machine gun pistols almost. Tactical squad trying to get back in the fray, but losing a couple of models as they attempt it. Captain Tycho separating himself from the lads, seeing if he can absorb any of that combat. Tier 2 and also a Chaos Armory going for the Chaos Space Marines, so almost a bit of a mirror match. We'll see some War Gear heavy weapons and a second veteran squad on the way as well. These guys have got a significant amount of health. I mean, 4 models with 4,300 health, and these guys 5 models with even less than 2,000 health. So these guys can just basically sit these guys in the middle of a fight and they'll be able to tank all the damage. Although kind of doing a bit of a two-step in their blue suede shoes, just kind of flexing on those haters, but they will manage to get around that corner and focus on one of these dudes. Heavy bottle turret being placed down here, as well as a listing post firing away. So a lot of damage being popped down, especially on this veteran squad. Even with their impressive health and armor, will almost get out of that actually if the Chaos Squad can't catch up on him. Mind you, the veteran does turn around, get involved, and die more or less instantly. This veteran squad over here kind of just running past these guys, not able to reconvene with their tactical breadwin. These guys are going for some plasma guns, which will be amazing against heavy infantry. Do have a machine pit being finished and some Havoc Marines coming out on the field. And we've also got some Devastators. Oh yes, it's basically just a constant mirror match, more or less. Havocs though, they come out pre-cooked with heavy bolter weaponry. It does seem like these Chaos Space Marines are going for the same thing as well. Heavy bolters on this squad over yonder. I mean, one heavy bolter being put on a very low health model, and it will be whipped and chained by, in fact actually 2 of them being lost, so that's quite an expensive engagement going on there, very unfortunate. But yeah, the Chaos Space Marine Havocs do come out with their heavy bolter weapons. I do believe that the Devastator Marines don't have the same luxury, but the Chaos Lord being ripped asunder by Veteran and Captain Tycho alike. Havoc Marines moving into position will turn their fury onto these veterans, and 4 heavy bolters exploding and destroying the hopes of living for these veteran squads. Do have, oh, the Devastator Marines, they all come out with missile launchers. Oh no, hang on, wait a minute. Oh no, they don't. They come out, they have the option of missile launchers, but they have to be upgraded. Okay, that makes sense, fair enough. We are all learning, boys and girls. Scouts being very brave, but dying more or less instantly. Listing post over here looking quite vulnerable. But while they're assaulting that place, these guys are going to fire away at this heavy bolter turret. Another scout squad going down, very unfortunate. They're probably freeing up the squad cap for the Blood Angels. This is not an engagement that the veterans want to get involved in. 104 and 30 compared to 116 and 70 will be reduced when this listing post goes down. But the veterans not wanting to take it lying down, they will attempt to defend this listing post, whatever the cost may be. Engaging all these guys in close combat. In fact, due to the way that these guys were clumped up, we're able to tie up both squads. And actually, reducing one squad down to just 2 models. So seriously, showing these guys the business as the remaining Blood Angels move forward to attempt to assist these veterans who have still got 5 members, but all very low health. Not being reinforced there, so it does look like they will probably go down if they continue this madness, this folly. Yeah, gonna reinforce themselves. Is anything coming from the machine pit? Gonna go for Chaos Predator, but dear oh dear, being squad capped at the moment is a sad time. I mean, what is it? The starting squad cap for vehicles is free, but the Chaos Predator, I do believe, yeah, squad cap of 4. So, a sad time for them. Another Devastator squad coming for the Blood Angels, as well as a Razorback. So, unit composition at the moment, we do have a good combination of vehicles and ranged and melee options for the Blood Angels. Primarily going for a ranged composition are the Chaos Space Marines, hoping to kill those veterans before they get into close combat. With their severe amount of health, not sure if they will be able to do that. But a Chaos Predator, certainly something to take into consideration, especially since these veterans aren't built for anti-vehicle warfare. Razorback will be upgrading itself with a multi-melter as these Chaos Marines take on this listing post. Uncontested as well. But then again, while they're doing that, I imagine that the Blood Angels will be doing the exact same. Turn their attention over yonder, and with this multi-melter and the missile launchers of these dudes, the Devastators, will certainly take it down. Quick sticks. Chaos Predator going for a Sonic Predator upgrade, which will replace its main cannon with some sonic weaponry, very good against heavy infantry. Devastators over here going exclusively for plasma cannons, which will annihilate both vehicle and heavy infantry in a ranged engagement. And look at that range, man. We're not sure if that was just a misfire, that was just like the after effect of the explosions. Got some infiltrated cultists, which is quite interesting. Wondering how... Oh, I see what they're going to do. So the Blood Angels have got nothing in the way of infiltration detection at the moment. So they're going to move these guys into the middle, which will allow the long range of the Havoc Marines to fire and get the upper hand in the engagement. Razorback taking one shot. Well, about to take a volley of missile launches as well, reducing it down to one half the health actually. Chaos Predator using its sonic cannon to almost wipe out that Razorback. It's a very good use, very sneaky. The wicked and twisted ways of Chaos playing into their favour, and now it looks like they've actually got quite the advantage at the moment, at least in army size alone. What are the Blood Angels going to do in response? Going to go for a veteran squad again, as well as another Predator. Well, just their first Predator, but Predator and Predator action. A mirror match, if I've ever seen one.
How can I serve?
One lonely machine heller instantly being stricken down. This listing post also not going to fare too much better. But yeah, this is going to be a very hard firing line for the Blood Angels to contest with. Especially since, I mean, have they got much? Oh, I mean, they've got a fair bit of blue money and green money to play with. One Predator about to be finished. Got a Terminator Honours reset, so might see some Terminators on the way. This dude, as traditional as you like for Predators, can be armed with twin-link las cannons as well as las cannons on either side. Not sure which one would be beneficial for them the most. Only one vehicle for the Blood Angels to contend with. Terminators have been gone down. Oh, sorry, the Terminator research has gone down, but doesn't look like they'll be able to afford any Terminators by the time this assault takes place. The problem with these veterans, while they are very fast and very good in close combat, to get to the big DPS units around the back. They've kind of got to punch their way through these Chaos Marines and Heretics at first. Do manage to sneak their way through, losing their morale as they enter combat. But as long as they can tie them up for a little while, that's good enough for me. Lots of Devastators with their plasma cannons opening fire. Captain Tychos finishing and will be charging his way into the process of combat. Predator on Predator action so close that may as well be kissing. Chaos Marines losing the morale on the front lines, but they will just move in just to keep this Devastator squad offline as the Chaos Predator does manage to take out that regular old Predator. Another Predator coming in the mix, and the Chaos Predator is lacking in the way of health. And just narrowly, the Blood Angels do seem to have had these guys pushed back. A wonderful layering of fire in the form of veterans at the front, plasma cannons at the back. Chaos with a similar idea, but nothing really to deal with the veterans once they got into contact. In response, what are they going to go for? Not much in the way of things. They lost a couple of units, or at least, did they lose a couple of units? Yes. By the looks of things, they did lose a good amount of regular old Chaos Space Marines. But then again, these cultists are just chilling out around the back, being forgotten about. But then again, you can kind of forget about them. They're not going to do much in the way of DPS to your buildings unless they focus on your builders. 2 Chaos Predators, one being danced back into full health. And now that the Blood Angels have been split up, it has allowed the Havocs to kill a couple of veterans. Veterans have only 5 models left, all quite healthy there. And then we're going to go in for that flanking manoeuvre. After going to see a Warp Smith coming out, which will help keep these Chaos Predators fully healthed, or healed, shall I say. Loyalist Predator moving around on this side. But yeah, Chaos Marines, not much in the way of economy at the moment to play with. They can't really reinforce or rebuild much of their army at this present moment in time. Havoc Marines, armed with quadruple missile launchers, will certainly explode this Predator if it stays within range. This Chaos Predator being chased around by the veterans. And it's anyone's game at the moment, really. Kind of hard to tell. Douglas Warpsmith moving around West Philadelphia. He was born and raised. They will be repairing that Chaos Predator as it fires on these veterans, but constantly keeping on these Havoc's toes. These Havocs over here moving a little bit too close to comfort towards this veteran squad. This Predator almost been taken out. Yeah, these veterans look like they are going down. Might not survive this engagement, allowing these Havoc Marines to open fire on the rest of the Blood Angels. These guys losing self-control and actually focusing on the machine pit rather than the Havocs. It's not what you want, but a Furioso Dreadnought being deep and struck it in. One of these got some cultists over here, kind of chilling out. Got a whole bunch of orbital bombardments coming on here. Oh, that looks good in 60 frames per second. Kind of firing on buildings, but we do appreciate the aesthetics at the very least. Very tasty particle effects going on there. But yeah, lots of Dreadnoughts in the base. They're going to be slamming down on the Chaos Predators. Not sure what else they could do at this present moment in time. Does look like the final death knell for the Forces of Chaos. Furioso Dreadnought armed with all sorts of nonsense in the form of double punching fists. I do believe it's also got a little bit of a melter gun as well underneath its deadly wrists. And yeah, that looks like all she wrote for the Chaos Space Marines. So like I said, very good composition if they were able to kill the veterans before they got into close combat. Did love that engagement there where they use cultists to get involved. But yeah, cool. Anyway, if you want to support the channel, £1 a month does get you one extra game a week on the old Patreon. Links in the description as always. My name's been Mr. Landshark. Pleasure as always, never a chore. And I will see you in a bit. Peace.